Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video we are talking about Stellar Blade. But before we get into it guys, I'm Fossil21. I like making videos and I like playing games, so if you guys enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I am currently working on my Final Fantasy VII Rebirth video. I was hoping to get it out this week, but it is taking me a little bit longer to edit than I thought it was. So be sure you're subscribed so you guys can be notified for that video when it drops. Probably next Tuesday if I'm being honest. Anyways, we are talking about the Stellar Blade. The demo for that just came out not too long ago, and this is one of those games that I was kind of skeptical on, where you see all the trailers and you see some of the combat trailers and it just looks really good, really cool, but at the same time I had that little bit of worry. It kind of reminded me of, like, I don't know if you guys remember when Godfall, like when the PS5 was first coming out, that game Godfall, it looked really cool, the combat looked really flashy, the graphics looked really good, and then the game came out and it just was really repetitive, and although it did look really cool, it just was not very good in my opinion. And so this game was kind of giving me very similar vibes, where it's like everything's looking really cool, everything's looking really flashy, combat looks really good, but I don't know, just in the back of my head I was like, I feel like it's going to be similar to like Godfall, right? So I just finished the demo and I could not be more wrong. One, the game does look really good. You start off right in the action. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Like I said, this is just the demo. The game doesn't come out till I believe the 26th of this month. But you start out right in like a big war zone. All these ships are coming down and being shot out of the sky. And you fall in like this drop pod and all the drop pods are being shot out. So very cool, very cinematic. And once you get down to the ground, you start the combat. Very similar to, a hack and slash, I guess. You got your light attacks, your heavy attacks. Everything, like I said, it looks really cool. The combat actually was really fun. Despite it being just like the, square and triangle, I did really enjoy the parry system. Very tight. Actually reminded me a lot of Sekiro, where like the parries are very close together. There's a lot of enemies that you encounter that will send out multiple attacks, and if you can parry all of them, you'll stun them so that you can get a big attack pulled off. So it was been very fun. Within the demo also there is a couple of boss fights, and I have to say these boss fights were so freaking fun and actually pretty challenging. The game is very much, I don't want to say Souls-like, but it does have like a lot of the Souls-like elements where you got like rest points where all the enemies come back, you can level up, upgrade your gear and whatnot. But some of the two boss fights that are in the demo, there might be more, but I only encountered the one at the very end, and then there's like an extra boss mode that you can fight, and I fought them each multiple times, and man, they were fun, but also pretty challenging. I died quite a few times to the first one until I figured out its moveset, and quite a few to the second boss, where they give you a few more, healing items and a few more abilities just for that little demo portion of the boss fight. But man, those boss fights were super fun. They all looked really cool. The bosses themselves looked super epic, had multiple phases. Overall, very impressed. This went from being me very skeptical, like I said, thinking of it as like a Godfall type game. Even though it doesn't look like Godfall, it just was giving me a lot of the same vibes. But after playing the demo, I could not have been more wrong. I am super excited for this game to come out. Very Souls-like, I guess. Like I said, it's, I believe, a Korean studio, so kind of like Lies of P. It does have a difficulty slider, so I just played on the normal difficulty, and I was still getting my butt stomped quite a few times. Not just by the bosses, there's a few just random enemies that are quite difficult to take down at first, just because I didn't quite understand their movements and their attack patterns and stuff like that. So, very challenging. I'm looking forward to this game quite a bit. It does kind of remind me a bit of like Nier, and like I said, maybe Sekiro or Lies of P. And oddly enough, maybe it's just because of some of the enemy designs. There's this game called Scarlet Nexus. I don't know if any of you guys have played it, but the enemies actually reminded me a lot of the enemies in those games. Just very weird, unique looking enemies. So I am quite excited for this game. I believe it doesn't come out till the 26th. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Let me know down in the comments below, guys, what you guys think. If I had to say there's one con so far that I wish was in the game, is that I wish that there was some controller remapping. Personally, for like these hack and slashes, I really don't like using the square and triangle, the top buttons. I'm more of like a bumper trigger kind of person, so when I did look at the controller layout, it does look like there's going to be more, you know, equipment and abilities that you'll map to those buttons, but maybe when the game comes out, they'll let you customize the button mapping, controller mapping, just because I personally, like I said, really like it on the main light attack on the bumpers, and it probably just comes from all the Dark Souls games and Souls-like games that I've played. It's just kind of ingrained in me, but other than that, game ran smoothly. I didn't have any glitches or anything like that. Performance was excellent. They have a few different performance options. There was quality, balanced, and then performance. I'm more of a performance kind of person. I like having those extra frames. But like I said, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below if you've played the Stellar Blade demo and what you guys thought of it. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Like I said, I'm working on the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hopefully that will be out next week. And we'll see you guys on the next video.